Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the Mark Mo Show podcast. I am your host, Mark Maloney, and this is Season 5, Episode 2, Rah, Rah, Blah. You can find us on all podcast platforms and YouTube. I'd like to introduce my co-host and producer, Aiden Maloney. Aiden, how are you today?
I am fantastic as of right now today, and that's what matters.
That is indeed what matters.
That is what matters. A strange week, a really weird and disheartening start, I would argue, to 2026. But the year is still young, and it's the weekend, so what do I have to complain about?
Right, exactly. And, I have to say for myself, like, I've been going through a lot.
That you have.
A lot.
Then the world has tossed upon you a lot.
It really has.
I'd argue.
It really has. I'm not much of a religion-y guy. If you want to know the truth, if you feel you need it, whatever, I don't. But if there is some sort of supreme being, I would like for that supreme being to stop sitting there going, I'm going to keep testing this fucker. It'd be great. Be great to just be like, let your foot up off the gas a little bit.
Right.
Would be much appreciated. But, there's a little bit...
God gives his strongest battles to his lowest paid employees.
Yeah, oh God, isn't that the truth? I have to say that, at least I have a couple of good things coming. This week I went out with a lot of friends and hung out. And, this weekend looks like it's going to be, and that's when you have so many things that are down in your life, you do your best to counterbalance that.
Sure.
And if that means just spending time with good people, good friends, then that's exactly what you do.
It's almost something we brought up on our last gaming episode. We did a handful of quizzes, and some of them were fairly introspective, which I didn't expect so much.
Agreed.
But, yeah, a lot of our answers kind of revolved around, like, staying present. I resolved this year to stay present, yesteryear's stresses, to let them go, and tomorrow's worries, well, it's not tomorrow, it's today. So
right.
I'm going to live because I'm here today.
Right, exactly. I mean, you can't be like, oh my God, this next week and next month, and oh my God, how about just today?
Right.
Just
I'm not there yet. Yeah.
Deal with today, and you know the things that are in the future, but it's worrying about that and dwelling on the past are two things you do actually have control in. You can just fuck it and stop it and just worry about today. Like today, it was like, hey, let's record our podcast today. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes.
I think that would be great. And, then I found I have an interview. So I went to the coffee shop, did a few things on my computer, and so I feel really good about that. It'd actually be a job where I get to use a lot of my communications and writing, which would be absolutely unbelievable.
The skills.
Right. Stuff I like doing.
Yeah.
Which, I'm not going to go into it because that could be another, that would be like intro part 1 and then intro part 2 coming up, right?
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with rah, or blah.
Yes.
But that being said, there's good things on the horizon, I feel. And it's a battle, man. Trust me. It's the world we're living in, more specifically the country we're living in. There's a lot of BS right now.
Oh, yeah.
And just bad stuff. And it's hard waking up every day and just trying to be positive and happy, shiny people. I mean, it's really hard to be on that bus, and
because it's disingenuous.
Right.
You don't want to be disingenuous.
Correct.
Life gets hard, and you can't always let that be your face. That's tiring, and it's exhausting. There's so much other shit that's exhausting.
Right.
Don't add that to your list. If a good friend comes up to you and has been like, how have you been lately? Yeah. It's okay to be like, not so hot. Can I lend your ear for 2 minutes?
Right.
That's totally fine.
It's totally
That's
fine.
what friends are for.
That's what friends are for, and then you feel a little bit better at the end of it because you're able to get it out and perhaps even, get a little bit of communication back, to maybe help your mood a little bit,
right?
Brighten your day a little bit, or
maybe they can relate. Maybe they have advice. Maybe they're just a good ear to lend on,
and they'll just listen.
Yeah.
Right. So whatever that case is, it's important. Like I said, and I'm absolutely blessed to have the friends that I have, and a lot of new ones for that matter. That are just genuinely good people. They're good people. They're fun people. And
you are the people person.
I am the people person. Between me and I've got a friend. Her name's Jess. She's a bartender extraordinaire, but she also works for the courts here in Valparaiso.
Double duty.
Indiana. Double duty. She works like 60 hours a week. It's unbelievable.
Jesus.
It's unbelievable. But between her and I, we're like, yeah, we might know everyone in town.
Right.
Between the two of us, we might know everybody in town. So it's kind of interesting and funny. But that being the case, I've told this before too on the show, where I often think of others before I think of myself. I would rather be that empath. I would rather be that person that sees someone else struggling, regardless of my struggles. See someone else struggling, and I have $5 in my wallet. That's all I got, but they need it. I'm giving it to them.
Right.
And maybe I'm an idiot for doing that, but that's how I'm made.
Right.
It's how I'm made. And if it's somebody that's just like, oh, I've had this terrible thing. All right, well, tell me. Tell me about it. So, at any rate, that's it's kind of how it's going.
It is how it's going. I think you've made this joke before of like, damn, I kind of passed that down onto you, hey?
Yeah.
Like, well, in most situations that is the case, but I don't really find it as, I don't know, there's just something in my brain that doesn't tell me that this is or should be an atypical behavior. You would imagine this, empathy should be the bare minimum for an intelligent, communicative species.
Correct. Yeah.
And yet, just the wrath of what seems to be the masses. Really, it's just the wrath of a few that control the media.
Right.
That everything seems negative, but goddamn, if most people aren't good people. Most people are good people, and that is the standard. Empathy is the standard. Sympathy should be the standard.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, not that this is how I thought the intro would go, but 2026 off to a rough start, and we've got a great show planned for you. But hey, reach out to a friend today. Just say hello if you haven't said hello.
Yeah, I would do that, and we'll probably discuss things like this over the next few episodes, just because so much is going on. And as I said, we tried to get away from the politics stuff a little bit, because I know that can be, for some people listening to our show, maybe some of the things that we say might be a bridge too far. Now, I'm not going to apologize for the way I think and the things that I believe, but in the same sense, I'm going to say them because it's our podcast,
right?
So we have that ability to do that. But in the same sense, it's like, all right, let's take a break, and we have, for several episodes where we've done some different things associated with the holidays, for some intros, just to kind of lighten the mood a little bit, which I felt we needed to do, and I think it's been good.
Yeah, I agree.
And we're doing that again today. We're staying away from the politics thing, but there's enough going on right now that I think. It demands our attention, and I think in the next episode or two we'll get to some things,
some cliff notes.
Yeah, some things that are going on that I think we just, once again, to get off our chest. And do I feel most of the people that listen are probably like-minded individuals? I think so, but there's going to be folks out there that might be on the other side of the aisle that don't necessarily believe everything. And you want to know something? That's okay. It's completely fine. And I tell people that there was a quick story. There's someone I know, her name's Sandra, and she's a friend of mine. And she's right. She's been on the right forever. And when the story came out about everything that happened in Minneapolis,
right,
with the shooting, which is something we'll get into later, she had a different view. And it wasn't like Republican talking points. She just kind of shared the video and was like, yeah, I think she tried to hit the guy. And that was just her take on it. And I was very polite back because it's a friend of mine. And I was just like, I said, we disagree. And I just stated my reasons why. I'm like, I've been on this thing all morning.
Right. There's multiple angles
I've got nothing else to do, folks.
Right.
So I've been on this thing all morning. I've looked at different camera angles. I'm like, dude was out of the way. He just murdered her.
Right.
Plain and simple.
Right.
And she, later on in that day, she agreed with that. And I think that's fine. But some people jumped on my thread and were just going after her. And I'm like, okay, you can disagree with her. I disagreed with her. We disagree on things, but it doesn't mean I dislike her or hate her. We disagree. And for them to jump in as harshly as they did, I'm just going to say off jump, it makes you look weak. It makes you look weak to attack someone.
I do agree. I do agree with you to a point where the point I would disagree with you on is the burden of education does not fall on anybody in particular.
Sure.
Right? If you only see one angle of a particular story, and of course the way social media works, it will skew said angles towards the content you viewed previously.
Yeah.
So you only see the one angle, you only see the talking points that social media decides to provide to you. Your first instinct is to believe what you see.
Sure.
But the burden of education falls on you to make sure you know what you're talking about.
Oh, sure.
I agree with that. My only counter argument is there's other angles of this woman getting murdered by government employees. You could have just looked up more about the story and come to that conclusion yourself.
Oh, sure.
And as a friend or an acquaintance, sure, you could feel it in your heart to provide further context and links and sources to properly show the facts, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for the common individual, it's so easy to be like, oh, fuck you, you're wrong.
Right.
Thing is, you don't have to say that.
No.
You don't have to say that. You can choose not to engage.
Correct.
You'd be like, well, this is not my circus, not my monkey. I'm not going to engage with this post because it's not my business to educate this person on what the facts are.
Yep.
So it's I don't know if two sides of the same coin is the right simile or metaphor I'm looking for, but it's social media is so tiring already.
Yeah.
To go onto social media and have to educate people on what they're missing post after post can feel like a lot.
Oh, for sure.
And it's not a burden everyone has to take. It's a burden you can take and be like, okay, X, Y, and Z, here's links and sources and posts you should look into, and this is why I feel you're wrong.
Yeah.
You can do that.
But here's where it gets interesting in this particular case, is that should have been my job, as this person is my friend.
Sure.
If I chose to go hard on her, or if I chose to be like, well, I don't know about that, or if we chose to have a private discussion off that thread, that would have been perfectly fine.
Sure.
But for someone that has no idea who this person is, they knew who I am because obviously they're seeing my post, but to jump in on someone, what if I was dating her? And you're jumping into my thread going hard on her.
Oh, I see the context you're providing now.
I got to turn around on you and be like, well, now I have to kill you.
Right.
It's this was, you can say you disagree. You can say why you disagree. You can be intelligent and professional about it and not attack because you don't know that person. I feel it different if you have some sort of relationship or you know someone, like I have a buddy named Mondo. If we disagree, I'm going to go hard on him or he'll come back at me. But it's like we're friends and then we're going to have a beer in 10 minutes.
Right.
Same thing with Steve or even with you, but we share the same brain. So it's freaking rare when you and I, disagree on something like that. But it happens and it's okay if you have that interpersonal relationship. If you don't, on social media, and I think this is where we just run into trouble as a society, where you just jump into these things and you don't know these people. It's one thing if somebody's being an outright fascist, Nazi, violent asshole, go get them. But if it's just a matter or a difference of opinion, or someone's like, hey, I see this, to just automatically be like, brah, 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 no, I've had enough of these maggots, and I'm like, okay, you need to...
Well, yeah, first of all, you and me both. Secondly, wrong thread, you don't understand the context.
Right.
It's so... And that brings it back to the point you were making a moment ago, of it's so easy online to see a name and to see a face and to not see the human being.
Correct.
It's so easy to miss the fact that that's... Well, granted, there's... I mean, most of the internet is bots now, but... So take that take that with a grain of context next time you go into a Twitter thread.
Yeah, next time you're arguing with a set of binary numbers. You are brave. You are brave, man.
But it's just with empathy in mind, it is important to note that whether in person or online, for the most part, the chances of you interacting with another human being are high.
Correct.
And you have to recognize that's a human being.
Yes.
If they seem like some neo-Nazi, fascist, white supremacist piece of shit, guess what? They could already be lost. Fuck it, it's not worth your time or energy.
You're right.
They're not going to hear your points because their brain is fucking fried.
Yep.
Period. But if it's a friend of a friend, or it's an acquaintance, and they say something where you're like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Right.
Guess what? You can have a discussion.
Yeah.
You can have a discussion with them. And if it's a thread where you weren't invited, you just got the notification of like, a friend of a friend commented on a friend of a friend of a friend's post.
Right.
You don't have to chime in. No. You can choose not to chime in.
Correct.
That's okay.
Sure. You can click a dislike button and be on your way.
Homegirl ended up seeing the right side of the story.
Yeah.
Great. Grand.
Yeah.
The other comments didn't help.
They didn't.
Providing context and sources and human empathy of, hey, this person might simply be misled is so important in today's day and age where fucking CNN and Fox News and CBS... We are in a post-truth world.
Yes.
Where the biggest names in media just share and promote bullshit.
That's all they do.
Just be kind and courteous. Empathize and sympathize with your fellow human beings.
Right.
The fact that an associate or a friend of a friend of a friend might be misled, that's going to happen.
Correct.
You can provide sources, you can provide context and content that could sway their mind, and guess what? At that point, you've done your part.
Yeah.
You don't have to engage further. If they continue down their path, hey, whatever.
Right, exactly. I agree with that.
Hey, whatever.
Right. That's it. Words to live by, man.
Yep.
Words to live by.
It's the equivalent of it is what it is.
Right. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. And I think it's just... It's really important to know that not everybody on the other end is going to be this crazy whack job MAGA person. And you need to slow your roll a little bit unless you really know.
Right. It's
because in a way, what good are you doing if you're like, blah, 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 you're wrong, I'm on the left, and I must be right, blah, blah. And now you're doing nothing but being belligerent and being a bully. So you've gone from being like, well, I'm going to take the high road and I'm going to say my point to being belligerent and a bully. And I'm like, to my point is like, how is that better? Because now it's like, oh, this person's coming in and they're wrong, but they're carrying kerosene. Well, hell, I'm going to bring the match.
Right.
Well, why?
Right.
Why? What's the point?
Right. The best you can do is facts, cited sources, context, and associated content with the previous three things.
Yeah.
If they don't interact with any of those, they continue down their way, whatever, you did your thing.
Yes.
Yep. Leave it alone.
Leave it alone. You say your piece. And I literally did. I said one thing to her where I just say, I disagree. I've been looking at it all morning, blah, blah. To which she didn't reply. So she probably went and looked herself and whatever and went down the rabbit hole or whatever. Because then later in the day, she chimed back and she's like, yeah, that was awful.
Yeah.
There you go. And she came to that conclusion on her own without you having to be a complete asshole.
Right.
Yeah, you didn't help.
Right.
Oh, man.
Be a human being and treat your human beings around you as if they're human beings. Because they are.
They are.
There's
and you never know what people are going through.
Right.
You never know.
Right. Everyone out there, it's tough because we're all trapped in our own minds. And it's tough to understand the fact that everyone out there, the person you drove past, the person that had road rage and flew past you on the highway, or the person that took too long ordering their Starbucks in front of you, they're all living the same vivid and dense human life that you are.
Yes, correct.
Just have that empathy, that idea in your brain of just, it's okay. If I have to wait an extra 30 seconds in this subway line, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Yeah. It's fine. There are bigger things. There's bigger problems to tackle. Capitalism, corporatism, fascism. Those are big things to tackle.
Right.
The person in front of you that took a little too long to order, dude, chill.
It's fine.
Dude, chill. Retail workers, get the raw end of the stick. If you interact with a retail worker that's a little short with you, hey, man, they probably have already had
They've had it.
They've had a shit day already. Hey, dog, sorry to bother.
Right. That's it exactly.
Human empathy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I mean,
should come as first nature.
Right. Stuff simple as holding a door for someone. Something as simple as someone being in line to get a cup of coffee and they're like, oh, my God, I left my wallet at home or whatever. I gotcha.
It's $4.
I'll grab your coffee.
I got you.
It's totally cool. Just pay it forward sometime.
Right.
The stuff like that gets you a little bit back to humanity and just seeing a person as a person. And as I said, everybody's kind of going through different things. And yeah, do I have a negative view of people on the very far right? I do. I think they're wrong. They're on the wrong part of history. And I'm going to do what I can to educate them if and when they want that information.
Sure.
I'm not going to beat them over the head with it because it's not going to do any good. A lot of them are in a cult, so to speak.
Right.
But my hope is that some of them find their way out.
Yes.
That's my hope. And I've seen it a little bit already, which is good. We're going to need more of that. But that's what I hope for. And if by being a good person and being a good human and doing good things, I can help with that, great.
Imperative, yeah.
We just have to get back to being empathetic humans again.
Right.
We just have to. Because if we don't, then what's the point? What's the point of any of it?
Right.
You might as well just push all the big red shiny buttons and we'll just exterminate 80% of all humans and just let the roaches and the mice and the bumblebees fix everything.
Right. They'll be the new future intelligent species.
Yeah.
And there'll be little cockroaches in congressional meetings.
Exactly.
Should we raise the minimum wage?
Yeah. Mr. Bumblebee, I don't agree with you.
Yeah. Ask the wasps.
Well, that's the show.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody.
Anyway, for that,
God.
the prelogue before the opening dialogue.
Right, exactly. You'll be getting more of this in coming weeks. So consider this maybe foreshadowing of what's to come. But I want to mention that Aiden has a gaming channel. It's called Aiden Spelled the Right Way. PC gaming content like GeoGuessr and Polybridge Observation Duty. I think he just did another Polybridge one, if I remember correctly.
That's correct.
And he does so much more, and each and every week. So tell everybody what you got going on out there.
It's been a new venture. I am starting a new venture in Polybridge, like you mentioned. Typically, when I play these Polybridge or any type of mechanical or engineering type games, my goal is always to be like under budget, unbreaking, and in the top 50% of all players.
Yeah.
That's my goal. But I started a new thing where I tried to get the lowest stress possible when making bridges. Which means, like, sure, you could take these 3 hatchbacks and throw it on there, but I also want to make sure if you'll put 3 semis on there, that's going to last.
Right.
That's the goal, is like low stress. That's my new goal in Polybridge recently. And it was fantastic. I had so much fun with it. And that will be continuing going forward. Usually I do 2 or 3 uploads a week. This week was only one with some 2026 drama, which I'll get back to my 3 uploads a week, worry not.
Yeah.
But yeah, that series will be continuing. Observation Duty 8 will be continuing. A couple one-off video games I'll throw in the mix as well. It'll be fantastic, and I'm looking forward to it.
That's awesome. That's
looking
amazing.
forward to the people enjoying it.
Heck yeah. I know I do when I check it out. So everybody, once again, that's Aiden spelled the right way. Make sure you check it out on YouTube. Also, we had a collab channel of the two of us doing gaming together. So it kind of combines Aiden's gaming and some of the craziness that you've just heard. Some of the craziness and madness and fun and improv and everything that we do here, and kind of put, basically the peanut butter, the chocolate and the peanut butter, whatever, the pickle and the mayo, whatever.
We're the Ghostbusters crossing the streams. They didn't think it was possible. We did it.
We did it. But a little bit of a brand change, if you will. So I'm going to let this guy talk about it a little bit.
Yes, what everybody out there knew and has probably heard a couple dozen times as AK219 was named that based on my initial, A for Aiden, and my former co-host's initial, K for Kevin, and our area code, 219, the region, which a part of Chicagoland has that area code in the Indiana side.
Yep.
And that was the name of the channel. New name of the channel is A&M Gaming. That's the change. A&M Gaming, which is, of course, me, Aiden, my father, Mark Mosho, of the Mark Mosho, Mark, Gaming, and that's what we do. That's what we do. So it's the content you've gotten at least used to on the previous AK219, now A&M. And the reason I came up with that name and the new logo and channel banner you'll see when you visit there is I thought about it the other night, because I'm like, okay, big life changes. I'm not going to get into any drama, but to keep it succinct, I no longer associate with my former friend Kevin. I'll keep it at that. And I was thinking, okay, so how do I make Aiden and Mark into a cool new name? It could be AM219, but that's too similar. I don't know if I like it. And I was thinking,
because otherwise it's Ebe and it's Ma.
Yeah, my 219. And I was thinking, A and M. Why does that remind me of something? Oh, A and W.
Which is delightful, by the way.
It's fantastic. I wish they would sponsor us. But I was like, oh my God, that's a great idea. I could make a satirized parody of the A&W logo and make it A&M. And then I came up with this great tagline of chug down some great content. I was like, oh, this is gold. I have to remember it for tomorrow. And that change was made today for us, which is also today for all you lovely listeners, of course. So yeah, check it out. Previously known as AK219 is now A&M Gaming. Anyone that was subscribed is still subscribed. Anyone that's not can go and check it out.
I love it. It's a lot of fun. So essentially, other than the brand change, everything that we're doing is going to remain the same. And some new technology that we have in the studio too. So that's going to be kind of going to be fun too. So now you'll see us much clearer in every blemish and default and defunct. And
yes,
you're welcome for that one.
Pros and cons of a new camera.
Exactly. So, a lot of good stuff happening on that end of stuff. So we'll be doing collaborative gaming, a lot on the GeoGuessr stuff and observation duty. We just did some BuzzFeed quizzes, which turned out to be a lot more fun than I thought they would be, because a lot of times when we pick these games, we're picking games that we can play, that are fun to play, that are interesting, but that allow us to communicate and make jokes and things like that.
Right.
And these particular games that we play allow us to do that. And I wasn't sure about the quiz. I'm like, I don't know about that, but sure as shit, man. That was really fun.
That was great.
That was good. So that gives us another game, a quiz, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I love it. It's a lot of fun.
Damn right.
And so, other than that, you have about 2 more weeks for After Hours, which is my radio show on WVLP.org, tune-in app on your handheld device. And I'm going to do 2 more. It's the end of it for now. Okay, so it's not permanent. I've had a lot of people checking into my socials for After Hours. So obviously the rumor's out there that this thing might be going away or whatever. So people are maybe going there for information, right, or whatever the case might be. So I need to be better about updating that. So I'm going to do that soon. But at any rate, now is the time to leave the radio station. It was definitely the time to leave when I left originally to do this podcast.
Right.
Which is what we were going to do this anyway. Some situations sped up the process. But I think it allowed us to really hit the gas and get going on the podcast.
Yeah.
I left my music show, which is like alt rock and Celtic punk and stuff. I left that alone because I had a lot of advertisers. I had people that were supporting my show, and I'm like, if I pull everything, they're getting the short end of the stick. So I kept it going for a while. But I've gone above and beyond on that, and it's getting to the point where it's not fun anymore. And there's a lot of reasons for that, which I will not take it public, just like you didn't take things public. But it's time to move on, and I will have other opportunities. There are other people that have internet radio, which is not covered by the FCC. So once again, for a lot of the reasons we brought the Mark Moe Show and the pod over to the podcast, same deal is going to apply for the internet radio. It's just going to give us a lot of freedom to do whatever the hell we want.
Right.
We need to have guests, studio access, all that kind of good stuff, and not have to worry about other things.
Right.
Other things. That is the best way I can put it, and that's how I'm going to leave it.
Fair point.
But anyway, now on to our actual real intro, 32 minutes into the show. I'm a sports guy. This used to be a sports show originally.
Yeah.
A while back. Used to be called Coach's Corner, and we had a great time with it. And for those that listen to that and maybe now listen to this show, huge college football fans, right? But even though we're onto the championship and all this other stuff, college football is a problem. They have a lot of problems, actually. So the challenges in college football involve like navigating name, image, and likeness, which is called NIL, managing the transfer portal, which is a shit show.
Oh, yeah.
Significant conference realignment, maintaining competitive rosters, ensuring player health and safety, balancing academics with athletic demands, and issues with parity and bowl system, creating complex issues for coaches, athletes, and sports structure. A lot going on.
Right.
And so I'll mention some of these as I just went through them so quickly. But so there's administrative and structural challenges, conference realignment. So there's like constant shifts in the conference alignments that create instability in new competitive landscapes, NIL and transfer portal, which we talked about. So that's like managing player compensation.
Right.
And, so for example, Michigan, or the wealthy donor people of Michigan, can sit there and throw $6 million at some young kid that can throw a football. Whereas, can Indiana State do that? Can Troy do that?
Right.
Can Northern Illinois University do that?
North Dakota State. Yeah.
It's just, it's not. Even though maybe that coach or that system or whatever might even be better for that kid. But he's going to take that cash.
Right.
Because even if he flares out in one season, he's going to be like, I'm done.
Yeah, I made some dollars.
I made dollars. I'm going to sit on the interest the rest of my life.
Right.
And I'll be fine. So that's a problem. So managing the NIL and free movement of players via the transfer portal makes roster building extremely difficult, especially for the smaller programs, as I mentioned. Parity, the gap between elite programs and others widen due to resources and talent acquisition, leading to uneven competition. For those that watch the playoffs, Notre Dame was not allowed in, which is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life, because by the end of the season, they were easily the second or third best football team in the country.
Right.
How are you not involved in a 12-team playoff when, who was in it? Tulane. Trying to think of the other small school that was in it. It was Tulane and who gives a shit state. and Alabama, who had 3 losses, who got their asses handed to them by Indiana. And I thought immediately 3 teams that should not even have sniffed a 12-team playoff.
Right.
And here we are.
Yeah.
And Notre Dame's out. When Notre Dame would probably be playing. Because they would have played Indiana last week. They would have kicked Indiana's ass. And they would have been playing Oregon tonight.
Yeah.
That's plain and simple. And it's not being a homer. It's not being anything else. It's being the truth. Notre Dame beat Indiana last year. They would have beat them again this year.
Yeah.
Notre Dame had a better team. They had a better team. Love would have ran all over them.
Oh, yeah.
All over them. And Carr was becoming a much better quarterback than he was at the beginning of the season when they lost 2 games by 4 total points.
Right.
And you're going to tell a team, nah, you're out because of that.
Right.
Bullshit. If you're telling a team they're out after 2 games, well, why am I playing anymore?
What's the standard? How about the other teams you let in?
Correct.
Right.
That's the way I'm looking at it. So, governance and rules. Evolving NCAA rules and the pressure to professionalize the sport while keeping it amateur, create governance challenges. That is so true. Bowl system. Debates continue over the value and structure of the bowl games and playoff expansion. Player and team challenges. So health and safety, managing player fatigue from frequent play. Like, there have been teams that have played, like, I'm like, oh, God, they've had like 4 days rest or 5 days rest.
Right.
What are you doing? You need a week.
Right.
You need a week. Your body needs easily 3 days to recover from football.
Yeah, and then you add on top of that retraining, reconditioning every week. Like, it's a brutal sport. It's a brutal sport.
Yes. Yep.
You know, it's going to take you 5-6 days.
Yeah. Yeah, because, if a team's on 7 or 8 days rest and they're playing teams on 5, 95% of the time, the team that's had that extra rest is going to kill them.
Right, even if they're fairly balanced.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
It's that time off is so once again, managing the player fatigue, frequent play, chronic injuries, concussion risk, all that stuff should be paramount. Academic demands. Student-athlete balance, demanding coursework, athletic schedules, and managing their athletic identity, leading to stress and potential burnout. Roster management. Coaches constantly battle to build competitive rosters with high turnover due to transfers and recruiting pressures.
Right.
And then, of course, and we've talked about this so many times on this show, mental health. High-pressure environments contribute to significant mental fatigue, stress for athletes. Fan and media challenges, so the gambling integration, the rise of sports betting,
right.
That definitely brings complexity to the situation. The fan experience issues like perceived greed and complexity of rules and sports becoming too much like the NFL. Huge concern for fans. One of my top concerns, without question.
Right.
College football is not college football anymore.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's primarily why I've watched almost none of these games, of the bowl games and things like that this year. Because it's broken. And we'll get to it. I have a couple more things, and then I'm going to vent as you can as well.
Yeah.
So coaching and development challenges. So recruiting, the compressed timeline and increased competition for high school recruits are more challenging than ever. And player development, effectively developing talent while managing roster turnover and NIL expectations, is a constant struggle. Now, I just said...
No, go ahead.
I was just going to talk about the NCAA. Gutless, leaderless punks.
Oh, yeah.
That's basically what I was going to say.
To put it in a succinct fashion, that's absolutely accurate. I wanted to go back to the point you were making about NIL specifically and the student athletes making money. I never saw that as a problem necessarily because this is a multi-billion-dollar association.
The schools and coaches are making
raking in unbelievable quantities of money.
Yep.
Where in most cases, the highest paid state employee in most states is a football coach.
Is the college football coach, correct.
There's no reason that these student athletes shouldn't get a cut of that. And you could argue, well, they're getting scholarships. Well, guess what? If the heads of these associations and conferences and coaches are making millions, if not billions of dollars in revenue and profits, the kids should make money.
Yes.
The issue that you were specifically bringing up is how lawless and chaotic it is where there's no rule about like, hey, like no quarterback should be compensated 50% higher than the lowest compensated player on the team. Like no team's total compensation should be 200% higher than a same team in that conference's lowest compensated team total.
Mm-hmm.
There needs to be balance with all this, and that's something that this gutless, cowardly association that you were talking about, they haven't done. There's too much fucking money. I don't know if there's bribery going on. I'm not insinuating that. There could be.
Sure.
There could be. There's big players with a lot of fucking money making choices that are deteriorating the sports of these college athletes.
Correct.
And that's highly problematic. It's good that these kids are making a fraction of the revenue that this massive association and these conferences make. That's good. The problem is it's lawless. It's uncontained, and it's leading to all of the problems you've mentioned.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It really is. And to be able to sit here and say, oh, I have a solution, I kind of do, but it involves blowing the whole thing up.
Right.
Because I think you have to. And as I said, you have these gutless, leaderless punks running the NCAA, and the power brokers are those running the conferences, more specifically the SEC and the Big Ten.
Right.
And thinking they could just get their way. Well, they can't.
They shouldn't be able to.
Regardless of the conference is part of the NCAA. It's part of collegiate athletics.
Right.
So the NCAA has to take a leadership role and bring these guys in and say, look, this is no good.
Right.
SEC, how many? 20 teams or whatever they've got? That's stupid.
Right.
That is ridiculous. There should be no conference that has more than 12 teams.
Yeah.
Just should not. And to have smaller Div 1, like your Tulane and your Northern Illinois and your Troy and Ohio and all those, they should have their own division and their own championship. Should not be in a playoff bracket where they do not belong.
Right.
Just do not. And in the same sense, like everything used to be geography back in the day. There's Pac-10, it's Pacific Coast.
It's supposed to be.
So USC and UCLA, what Washington, Oregon, what the hell are you doing in the Big Ten?
Right.
Like it's absolutely crazy and obscene. And I don't get it. And as I said, everything should be 10 to 12 teams. And I think that would make things much more competitive. It will bring back the rivalries that people used to enjoy. Now it's like, what, we're expecting UCLA versus Illinois to be a new rivalry?
No. Right.
I mean, Texas, South Carolina, that's going to be... No.
Right.
What are we doing? So I think, as I said, it's got to be blown up. And that may be with the creation of 2 or 3 new conferences. And as I said, like 10 to 12 teams per conference. I think that's the way you go. And every one of those conference champions is in.
Right.
And if you have 8 conferences, well, that's 8 spots. Now you have 4 open spots.
Right.
And no conference can have more than 2. It seems balanced. It seems fair. And, Notre Dame's independent. And everybody that's in a conference gets their panties in a bunch about them. But Notre Dame always does its best to have a competitive schedule.
Right.
If a couple teams fall off, that is not their fault. They tried to put together a competitive schedule.
Right.
And they play 3, 4, 5 ranked teams every year, which is no different than most other teams.
Sure. Yeah.
And they rarely, super rarely, do they play Mississippi Valley State or Grambling. They don't. But once again, that's why the system's broken. Because a lot of times Florida State's like, okay, cool, we'll play Grambling because then we get to share the TV money with Grambling because otherwise Grambling can't keep their sports program going.
Right.
Well, if that's the reason this happens and those kids at Grambling have to get their ass beat for 3 hours to do that, that's messed up.
How's that fair to those kids?
It's not fair to those kids.
Right.
How is that fair to them to get their ass beat up and down the field for 3 hours just to be like, oh, yay, I'm glad I'm going to hurt for 3 weeks. Now we get to keep the swim team.
Right.
It's just obnoxious.
Yeah.
Just obnoxious. So, as I said, until the NCAA, how's the best way to put it? Finds their set of balls.
Yeah. Sex the fuck up.
Right. And until they do that, then it's going to still be broken. And I was a diehard college football fan. And I've watched almost no bowl games this year.
Yeah.
I've drifted.
Oh, yeah.
I have a really hard time supporting something that is broken that they don't give a shit about because there's just too much money.
Right.
Fine. Well, you're not getting mine.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. So I don't know how many of you feel the same way.
Yeah, let us know your thoughts on the socials.
Yeah, let us know your thoughts. But it's frustrating. It's sad. And I guess, no, I'll correct what I was about to say. I was about to say I can't wait till baseball starts. Even though that's a true statement. The Bears are still in the playoffs.
That's
as are
true.
the Broncos. So those
as of today.
those are our two favorite teams. So as of now, one is the number 1 seed, one is the number 2. That makes us happy.
Yes.
So we'll see how that goes.
Damn right.
Anyway, we're going to take our break after all that. And we'll be back. All right, we're back, everybody, and it is time for Carpe DM. That's right. You fine, beautiful people, send us your DMs, and we read them on air. And if it's a form of a question, we might answer it.
Sure, we have the capability to do so.
We do. And quite frankly, if you're like, oh, I really wish they would answer my question.
Gosh, I so dearly want that.
How is this going to happen? Well, draining your bank account will help.
Right. Like every Supreme Court justice, just bribe us.
We can be bought.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can be bought like the American justice system.
Yeah.
So, so if some Benjis end up in my hand, then I'm going to go, whoa, Aiden, check out this awesome question.
That's crazy. What a crazy, cool question.
Capitalism, baby.
At its finest.
At its finest. That's how it works. Alrighty, I'm going to start with @HadEnough.
Hey, get in line, buddy.
Get in line. Hey, guys, I'm from Minnesota, and the woman killed by ICE lived 10 minutes from me. Fuck these guys. How have we not disbanded this Gestapo? I fear America is gone.
Fair points, no notes. Yeah, fuck those guys. Fuck ICE.
Right?
I mean, there's not enough negative adjectives in the English lexicon to properly describe this despicable, murderous behavior.
Yeah. One thing that I love, and, for whatever reason, the Midwest just usually has no fucks to give.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's Michigan or whether it's Chicago, and definitely Minnesota. When the federal government wants to screw with us, like, they should just know better.
Right. There
are so many dystopian novels and movies where, like, the freestanding society is always based in Chicago, and that's, like, for a reason. 'Cause,
right.
Like, yeah, we're not messing with these crazy motherfuckers because... And so today I heard a bunch of protesters showed up in jackboots, blue jeans, flak jackets.
Yeah.
Just like the ICE guys.
Oh, it's funny.
Literally cosplaying them. And they have, apparently they have very friendly, oh God, what do they call it? To be able to carry your weapon.
Oh, yeah, open carry.
Open carry. Apparently they have very friendly open carry. So they're showing up with their ARs and they're showing up with everything else. And it's like, well, now you done fucked up. Now you've pissed off people enough.
Oh my goodness, am I actually seeing for the first time in my life the Second Amendment at work?
Being used as it was intended.
As it was written.
Right. How about that? That's amazing.
A tyrannical government.
Yeah.
I remember that being in the fucking amendment.
Yeah, how about that? That's amazing how that works. That you're going to have hundreds, if not thousands, of protesters showing up, and it's like, oh, wait. Now they look like a
a well-regulated militia. Oh, my goodness.
How about that? I'm going to stop cosplaying this. I'm just going to go back to working at the gas station.
Right.
I mean, whatever. Yeah. Fucking tools. Yeah, America might be gone. I'm going to give them 2 years. It may be over before then, but I'm going to give them 2 years to set this straight we may have to do our part, whatever that means.
Right.
I leave it up to you to figure that out. Hey, all I know is do I have switchblades in my truck? I do. Do I have a golf club in my truck? I do. Do I have a baseball bat in my truck? I do. And I know bringing those to a gunfight's probably not going to help, but they got to get their shot off faster than I swing a bat.
Right.
And I swing a mighty bat.
Yep.
So that's all I'm going to say. At Gerbilman. Gerbilman!
Gerbilman.
Sup, Mark Mosho. I love gerbils.
No, really.
Really. They are my favorite. I have 23 of them. I know them well and have named all of them.
Damn.
Some of my friends think it is weird. Do you think it is weird to own gerbils or other animals that aren't dogs or cats?
I'll start off by saying no. They're like exotic animals or illegal to own animals, near extinct animals. I would argue, let them be in the wild. Let the scientists try and help them the best they can.
Right.
Gerbils, cats, dogs. I mean, there's a lot of animals that are legal and ethical to own and give your love to and your attention to. To have here's the caveat. To have 23 of them, that's a bit much. I would say if you're happy and your pets are happy, then that is a matter of personal taste, and you should not take my words as gospel. They're under my roof. There are 7 pets, and that's too much for me. But luckily for me, my partner can handle that. So I pet whoever's around me, and that's that. 23 is a lot, man.
23 is a lot.
If you're happy and they're happy, then fantastic. Gerbils are gerbils. I mean, I think they're part of the rodent family, so they're probably playful little tiny guys that like to poop a lot.
That's my guess.
So I mean, God bless you, gerbil man.
Yeah,
that's all I have to say. Is
no doubt.
God bless you. What's your take on 23 pets? Did I cover the basics, or do you differ?
No, I'm glad you handled that.
Okay.
I had no idea where I was going with Gerbil Man. I really didn't.
Would you maybe have been a little less understanding, or gerbils maybe not your thing?
I'm not going to judge. I mean, I could.
You're not a gerbil man per se.
Nope, and I have not been paid for my judgeship. So
we've not been paid by Big Gerbil to approve this statement.
That is correct. So hey,
Big Gerbil.
With all the problems in this world, owning 23 gerbils is not high on my list. If it makes you happy, dude, whatever. Just keep them out of Uranus.
Oh no!
I'm just saying. Maybe that's not a thing. Maybe.
He's the pee-pee poo-poo man.
Yeah, well, could be. At honeybabygirl22, hi Mark Mo Show. I have a guy friend who's 33. He's dating a 50-year-old woman. I am 27 and think about going on a date with this hot 44-year-old guy I met. My sister thinks it's weird, but I think she's a bitter, lonely bitch.
Oh my
god. Boy, these guys really match the vibe of the show today. Do you see anything wrong with it?
The only thing I see wrong is interfamilial turmoil.
That is apparent.
I think everyone here is a grown-ass adult who can think for themselves.
And if you make each other happy, great.
Right. The thing that, especially about the age debate in relationships, is I think approximately age 25 is the age of full mental maturity in adult human beings.
Correct.
Anything above age 25, that's fair game. You do
should be.
You do what you want to do. My hang up is I don't know if that would be me. I think I don't know how, if I were to date older, which of course I'm a taken man, so these are all hypotheticals, but if I were to date older, how much do I really have in common as a 26-year-old man?
Yeah.
How much do I have in common with a 50-year-old woman?
Right.
How much life experience or interests do we legitimately share?
Right. And that opinion may vary.
Sure.
Depending on if you were single and you were out there and maybe you're dating 20-year-olds and you're just like, oh my God, it's either it's a maturity thing or it's whatever, but just say it bugs you. Now all of a sudden you might be like, maybe I look a little bit older.
Sure.
Maybe I have to look into the 30s.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, here's someone who's a little bit more mature. They've lived some life. Maybe this is the way to go.
Right. It could loop back to Gerbil Man being just a discussion of taste.
Yep.
The issue I take is the Leonardo DiCaprios of the world.
Right.
Where you're a 50 or 60-something-year-old man that only dates 19 or 20-year-olds. Now, by law, that's not predatory.
Correct.
But in my opinion, I find that to be in poor taste.
Sure.
Because those are not mentally mature women.
Yeah.
Women, rather.
Yeah.
That's where I draw the line is like, okay, you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s. Anything below 25, I would add a question mark.
I'd put a question mark.
I'd put a question mark there where it's like, what are we
Not so
doing?
sure.
What are we doing, boys?
Yep.
What are we doing? I mean, we're all consenting adults here, but I have questions about the motive.
Sure.
Anything above 25, do what you're doing.
Yeah. That's kind of what I think too.
There's both a legal and an ethical debate to be had about age.
Oh, sure.
But I think post 25 is fair game.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Because I think in my perspective, I haven't tried to date a whole lot since being single. Tried it a few times here and there with people close to my age, with several of those, and I have to say, and it's a relatively small sample size, so I can't, it's not like it's 20 or 30 dates and I have all this data. I don't. But for the data I do have, I can say that I would rather sit in the dentist chair and have my teeth extracted than to have to go out with another woman in her late 40s or into their 50s and hear about 401ks and hear about their arthritis and hear about this and hear about that. I'm just like, just shoot me in the face right now. Just end this right now.
Life's got to be more fun than that. That consisting of casual
and at
conversation.
Heart, that's who I am. I mean, I'm a fun dude. I like to go and drink. People. I can't say half my age, although I can half my age and drink them under the table because I have skills. But to be able to go and to play darts and to hang out in karaoke's and all that kind of stuff, because that makes me feel alive. And
keeps your spirit high.
It does in a relatively shitty existence.
Sure.
In this world right now, and you should do the things that make you happy.
Yeah.
And you should be around people that make you happy, not just relationships, or as I call them, relationships, but even just friendships. You should keep people that match your vibe.
Sure.
And I think that's super important, rather than, I have to date someone that is my age, because then that way I'm just miserable.
Right.
And what's the point? Now, does that mean there isn't someone out there that is my age that has that vibe or likes the same
shared interests?
Shared interests?
Yeah.
She might be out there somewhere. I sure shit haven't found her.
Right.
And I'm tired of looking, so I'm just going to have a bunch of friends, which I recommend to you. Stop looking. If it happens, it happens. Get yourself a good group of friends and enjoy your life.
Yeah.
That is my best suggestion to all of you.
Right. That's totally a fair point.
Last one here, at Stoner Stanley 420, our guy. God, what a way to wrap that up.
Stan.
Hey, Momo and Alan. Super fun when you do it that way.
Whoa, Stanley.
My van is so smoky that I giggle.
Clearly.
I lost my vape, and I think it is that squirrel.
Oh, no.
They are the ones with that furry tail, yeah? Thief?
They are the ones with that furry tail, yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's fair and true.
Stoner Stanley, my guy.
It's rare.
Yeah.
I would say it's rare when a rodent or any type of little being has the ability to steal a potentially devil's lettuce vape from you.
Yeah.
That requires, maybe not requires, but could imply functioning thumbs, right?
I would think so.
So, raccoons have those little grippers
They
on
do,
them.
and we've seen what they do in the liquor store.
And they maybe have fluffy tails, like he was talking about.
Ah, maybe a baby raccoon.
Can Stan differentiate a squirrel from a raccoon? Or is he too...
In a smoky van?
His
Hell no.
his giggly smoky van?
No, there's no way.
I'm thinking a raccoon got his little chief juice.
That might be a good
Is
call.
my take.
Check on that raccoon situation there, Stan. I think that is probably in your best bet.
Do you think Stan's okay?
I don't know, man. We need to...
You know what? You know what's crazy? Stan might be happier than any of us.
I think he's
is. He's so disconnected. He's off the fucking grid. He's so disconnected and high all the time.
All the time.
I almost envy him. I just wonder where he gets his food and water from.
Right. Well, he lives by the river, so he probably just drinks out of the damn river.
Right.
But as far as his food goes, I'm going to assume if he catches the squirrel...
Maybe, I mean, I hear they're high in cholesterol from Christmas movies, but...
that is true.
But as long as he's a healthy man.
Right. Maybe fishes. I don't know.
God bless his soul.
Yeah.
Bless you, Stan.
As you say, he's probably the happiest of all of us.
Right.
And
blissfully ignorant.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But that's the end for my DMs.
Yes.
What do you got?
I got DMs here. The first one I got from the Doctor Strange.
Ooh.
Checking in, hit me up out of nowhere. I haven't talked to him in years.
Wow.
Hey, it's been a slow day. I'll offer you a treat. If you could link any two cities permanently with my portals for your own personal use, which two cities would they be?
Wow.
That's tough. It's like teleportation, but you only get two places to work from.
Yeah, man.
With the blessing, God bless you, Doctor Strange. Like, first thought comes to mind is like my sisters who are in different cities. But the problem with that is they're all in different cities.
In different cities. How can you pick one? Right.
So my next thought is like, where would I want to go to enjoy time or to visit that I would do such a thing regularly?
Yeah.
Like, would I connect our current hometown of Valparaiso, Indiana with Dublin, Ireland, or I don't know, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil? Like, put me somewhere warm when it's cold here.
Right.
Type vibe. That's really tough. So I'm kind of torn. Where I'm like, I'd love to link like my whole family back together with these portals, but I only get two, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities that the 6 family members, immediate family members, live in. So that doesn't pan out. I think I would choose to link my hometown of Valparaiso with, I'll just say Los Angeles.
Okay.
So when it's 30-degree wind chill here, I can hop out the portal and just enjoy a beach for a little while.
There you go.
Just enjoy the warmth and the LA vibe.
Yeah.
If I'm having a down day here in brutally cold Chicagoland.
I was very tempted to put Dublin as mine.
Yeah.
Because I think that'd be pretty great.
That was my first thought, yeah.
I think that'd be good. But like you say, at some point, you're going to want to break. And I think I would probably pick Key West.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of out in the islands. Even though it's technically part of Florida, it's very un-Florida-like. It's more like Caribbean.
Sure.
And it's just, the vibe is cool. And they have fun things to do, right? They got bars, they got restaurants, but they got the water. And they got chill parts. So if you just want to go in the water, rent yourself a houseboat, or just chill by the water for a while, you can do it. So yeah, I think I'd probably do that.
That's totally fair.
Yep.
Got a DM here from @HungLikeASlider.
Oh my. Well, okay. Questions.
Would you prefer to get with someone you find super attractive, but they smell like garbage juice?
Oh.
Or get with someone that's 100% not your type, but they smell like a lovely bed of roses?
Ooh.
Now I'm a taken man, so this question may be for Mark Moe of the Mark Moe
might
Show.
just be for me. Okay, no, that's fine. I would have to say, based on movies that I have seen where they work on cadavers.
Oh yeah.
There's shit you can rub in your nose and your nostril. where you really can't smell.
It's like you could duct tape a stick of Old Spice to your face.
Pretty much.
Just like, don't mind this, baby. It's just a me thing.
It's either like this Vic shit, or I don't know what it is that they actually put up their nose so they cannot smell
just rub some like
rotting carcass.
Just rub some like tea tree oil on your beard or something. Your mustache.
Rub it in there. Just rub it in there, and if they smell like 10-day-old sliders, then so be it. I'm not going to know it.
Yeah. So you're going with the former.
I am, because I think there's a solution.
There is a solution. I totally hear that.
Yeah.
I think what would bother me so much is not that I have a good nose. Like most of the time like someone around me will be like, "Oh, you smell that weird thing?" And I'm like, "I didn't. No. Like
no.
It's my sinuses or something. My olfactory sensors. I might be slightly anosmic, but scent can be so strong. Like there's some days, especially in the summer, where I get home from work after a hot day, sweating, taking kegs up and down stairs.
Yep.
And I get home and I'm like, wow, I smell like fucking garbage.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to get in the shower and smell like a regular person again. And that's such, especially in a situation like that, that's such a turnoff. Where it's like, if you smell like dumpster juice, that's a tough sell.
That is a tough sell.
That's a tough sell. It doesn't matter if you look like the most gorgeous celebrity out there.
Yeah.
But if you've got a solution, then you've got a solution.
You do. Absolutely. I agree. No doubt.
Final DM I received. Evil Genie. Again. Checking in. Quote, since 2026 has been such a shit show so far, I figured I'd put my name in the proverbial goblet of fire.
Do it.
I curse you. But it's your choice how. Would you rather A, sweat Dijon mustard,
Ooh.
B, cry hot sauce,
Oh, that's fun.
or C, piss vinegar?
You are a disturbed man.
Evil Genie's been hot and cold. He's like, some days it's like, hey, you want $10,000? Yes. And then other days it's like, oh, now your pee-pee's gonna hurt. It's like, no, please.
I have to be honest. I be it that I drink beer and eat chicken wings on the regular, I probably piss vinegar. I mean, I'll say this.
Oh, is that right?
I'll say this.
Is that right?
I to be honest, I piss excellence. But, if we're talking vinegar, probably damn close to it. It's probably somewhat toxic. I should probably pee in those big barrels and ship them off somewhere.
Wouldn't it feel like a UTI every time you have to urinate, though? Would it be painful? Like, I don't know what the urethra is like. I'm
not sure. I'm the guy that drinks Malort and doesn't flinch.
That's
so
true. That's true.
I probably can handle it.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So based on the other choices, I think I'd have to do that.
You're going to piss vinegar.
Dude, I'm not going to smell like I'm a dish at a
That's
German
true.
beer
That's
hall.
Yeah, it's like the second it gets warm outside, he's like, oh, God, why does he smell like Dijon?
Well, I'm going to eat his bratwurst. Yeah. No fucking way.
She's going to be the one putting the Vicks on her nostrils.
Exactly. Oh, jeez. How about you?
I'm worried. I like your thought process of pissing vinegar. I just don't know how something so acidic would feel coming out of my sensitive parts.
Yeah, not so bad.
First of all, I'm not going to, I sweat every day. My job is physically laborious, and that would be a problem if I sweat and I smell like bratwurst. I think cry hot sauce. Because it doesn't say, my natural tear production to moisten my eyes is hot sauce. Like, when I cry, it's hot sauce. Which would still sting like a bitch. But I cry so rarely. I don't know, if that's just... I've seen these memes, right? That's like, oh, what is it like being, an Irishman or having Irish heritage? And it's like, well, you bottle up all your emotions and you die at the age of 55 from a heart attack. Okay, cool.
Right, it's good times.
Epic. But, yeah, I cry so rarely where I don't think that would be a problem.
Yeah.
So I think I gotta pick it.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I can't risk my urethral health.
No, that's fine. It's not that important. So
it's what they say.
It's what they say. No, I see that, but then I just think, even if you're not a guy that cries a lot or is in touch with their feelings, or you're just a typical Irishman, as we've just discussed, on occasion you still sit on your balls. So,
yeah.
Those are some sensitive guys down there, and
That's
I guarantee you, if you take a shot there, your eyes are going to squirt.
Yeah.
It's just guaranteed.
Yeah.
Or if you do what I do sometimes, which is you're on your phone, you're lying in bed, social media, doom scroll, social media, falling asleep, smack, your phone hits the bridge of your nose.
Yep.
That is some painful shit.
Oh, yeah. The nose is so sensitive.
So painful.
Yeah.
And then that's clue like, fuck, I gotta go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's, my phone just told me I should go to sleep.
Yep.
But yeah, so I think there's still opportunities for you to cry.
That's true.
And
that is true.
That shit's gonna hurt.
Not from emotional pain, but from physical, like, ta!
Right. Well, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Frank's Red Hot is coming out your eyeballs, man. That.
And then it's like,
woof.
Yeah. And then it's like a closed cycle of like, my eyes are so painful from the hot sauce that they continue to dry.
Exactly.
And then you need like a professional eye wash.
You would.
At that point, yeah.
I think you would.
Interesting.
Indeed.
Interessante.
Well, that was a very interesting DM.
No shit,
all
right?
of them were, to be completely honest. Sometimes they're off the rails, and that's what we like.
Oh, yeah.
So if you have DMs, send them our way. We're happy to read them, as we just did. And we have a segment called The Other Foods. That is where Aiden scours the planet. And maybe others, I don't know. And he comes up with some of the most disgusting meals, foods, whatever, and shares them with all of us fine folks. I would love to know what Aiden has come up with this week.
I found a North American speciality.
Ooh, okay. So it's from home.
It's from home.
Gotcha.
It's a little thing called Rocky Mountain oysters.
Go ahead.
As they're known in other parts of the North Americas, prairie balls.
Yeah.
Now, you might be thinking, what's a prairie ball? Well, let me tell you. It's a dish made of bull testicles. To put it simply, the organs, which is a polite way of saying bull testes, are often deep fried after being skinned.
Ooh.
Because, of course, you got to skin the testes before you fry them.
Yeah.
Coated in flour, pepper, salt, sometimes pounded flat.
Oh, no.
Oh. Sometimes served as an appetizer.
Nope.
This dish is served in parts of Canada where cattle ranching is prevalent and castration of young male animals is common. Yeah, there...
That's a nopetizer.
Another couple terms
where
these are known by, quote, cowboy caviar, Montana tendergroins, dusted nuts, swinging beef, or mountain oysters.
No. This is all of them, no.
The dish, purportedly cowboy fare, is most commonly found at festivals, amongst ranching families, or certain specialty eating establishments and bars.
Yeah.
They're found at public venues sometimes.
Ooh.
Such as Coors Field, or during Colorado Rockies baseball games, which I didn't know, and I'm happy never going to now.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Rocky Mountain oysters are sometimes served... all of these quotes, by the way, if anyone's wondering about more information, I'm getting all these quotes from the Wikipedia page about Rocky Mountain oysters, so you can find more information about these from there. Rocky Mountain oysters are sometimes served as a prank to those unaware of the origin of these, quote, oysters. Which, by the way, if you're my friend and you pull this prank on me, you will become quickly a former friend.
Or possibly deceased.
Quote, possibly deceased. Quote, they are considered to be an aphrodisiac by many people.
Now we'll use other means.
Yeah, couldn't be me. The primary goal, this culinarily speaking, the primary goal of the testicle is not necessarily culinary. Castration in a veterinary practice and animal husbandry is common and serves a variety of purposes, including the control of breeding and the growth of skeletal muscle suitable for beef. So,
okay.
There's the scientific take on it. But if you eat this shit, you're still eating bull balls.
Right. Yep.
Couldn't be me. I'm safe saying couldn't be me. So, Rocky Mountain oysters. That's your other food for the day.
Oh, for sure. Yum.
Can't wait.
I sometimes I take notes as we go through our show. I literally wrote down yuck
With
lots of
5 Y's, 10 U's, 3 C's, 5 K's.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just gross.
Yuck.
Just gross. Okay. To finish up this before we take our next break, Frozen Guy review. That's right. I used to be the Fry Guy Fry review. Now I'm on to Frozen Guy reviews. Have been for some time. Because hey, I'm a single guy. Hey, I'm a single guy, which means I eat a lot of frozen foods because grocery stores does not know how to run sales for single people that eat smaller portions of things.
Yeah.
Which is kind of stupid. But anyway, I found this. I didn't even know this brand was a thing. It's called Devour. Okay.
Whoa.
Ooh, Devour. And they had...
Devour, I hardly know her.
I know, right? So there were like 6 or 7 different kinds.
6, 7?
Oh, Jesus, mother. God.
You keep saying it.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I don't even find the meme funny. I find the fact that you don't find it funny.
I find it makes me angry. It makes me angry. I
don't know if it's Schadenfreude, but that makes me laugh.
I respect that.
That's like a total son thing to do.
It's fair. To me, I have a vision, and this vision is something we always used to make fun of, and we gave it a name. And the name is Gamer Kid Tim.
Oh, yeah.
So, come up with Gamer Kid Tim, and say, Ma, can I just play video games for 10 more minutes?
I just want to play Fortnite for a little longer,
Come on,
Ma.
just Fortnite.
Please.
Hey, Jimmy and Billy, I snuck out of bed to play. Like, I can't stand...
Yeah.
Gamer Kid Tim is the very definition of 6'7".
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
So
I heard the funniest thing playing Fortnite. 6'7".
6'7", hee. No, that kid's getting drop kicked.
The kid's getting disowned.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
You gone?
Back to the point.
So Devour has approximately 7
They have
different
many.
meals.
They have
Yes,
many different
several.
types. Several. I picked Cajun-style Alfredo with smoked sausage and grilled chicken.
That sounds wonderful.
That shit was fire.
Was it baller?
Dude,
How was the sauce?
sauce is fire.
Oh, good.
Was so good. Peppers in there, a little bit of a kick. Like, it was perfect. The pasta was perfect. The chicken was like real chunks of real frickin' chicken. And the sausage was money. I finished it. Number one, once again, the whole idea is not to eat this with the assumption you're going to be hungry in 2 or 3 hours.
Right.
Like, it was my meal. And I knew until the next meal I was good. I felt that way.
Good.
Just eating one. We've been through this. There's some brand like Michelina's, you got to put 2 together to make it a meal. It's just kind of the way it works. But when you figure in pricing, Michelina's are what, $1.99 or whatever?
Yeah.
So you're still $3 or $4 for a meal. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine to put 2 together. This was money. To the point where I couldn't get it. Like, literally, I ran to the kitchen, found a piece of bread, came and sopped that shit up.
Like that sauce was that good.
It was that damn good.
Yeah. What's the price point on Devour?
The price point was $4.
Dude, that's
so
not bad.
$3.89, $3.99, something like that.
Shit.
Yep.
Because usually with these, you try and take like price point over filling divided by sauce quality.
Correct.
To get your filling.
Because if you have one of the $3.89 meals, but you look at it and you're like, I'm probably going to have to put 2 of those together. Well, now you're at $8 or $9.
Yeah.
And now it's like, now that you're nearing fast food pricing. So at that point, it's like, okay, what's the benefit here?
Right.
But if I can spend $4
and get a full meal
and get a meal
that
and
tastes
my belly's
good?
Happy and it tastes good as hell. Yeah, I gave it a 9.5.
Damn.
Gave it a 9.5. I think it's my highest.
That
so
might
far.
be the highest.
I think it's. I'm going to put together a spreadsheet just because. Why not? And I'm going to see where they all rank because I think that'd be fun to kind of go back on, and of course, so I'm not doing things more than once.
Yeah.
But it was so good.
That sounds
so
right.
I can't wait. I may have another Devour in my freezer, so I may have to do another one next week. But it was good.
Damn
It was
right.
So damn good. So we ended all of that craziness on a high note.
Hell yeah. As we should.
As we should. We'll be back with a little You Just Made the List. All right, we're back, everybody, for our feature segment here on the Mark Mo Show with your hosts, Mark Maloney and Aiden Maloney. This top 10 list, You Just Made the List, 10 through 2 with our big number one reveal. And the only rule is, no rules.
Thank God. No rules.
How about that?
I love that. For top 10 lists, crucial.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. Aiden, I'm interested to hear your top 10 in things to do in Northwest Indiana. Now, that is where we reside. We are in a town called Valparaiso. Northwest Indiana is considered Lake, Porter, and LaPorte counties.
And Lake and Porter are considered Chicagoland, for anyone curious.
Yes, they are. This is for all of you who may or may not ever come through Northwest Indiana. You may, if you're going to watch the Bears in the future.
Hey.
Suck it, Chicago. Anyway, top 10 things to do in Northwest Indiana.
I'll run my 10 through 2. Best stuff to do in Northwest Indiana. Number 10, Deep River Water Park.
Ooh, good one. Missed on that one.
Right off Route 30. It's Maryville-ish, Winfield-ish. It's not quite Porter County. I believe it's Lake County. But it's the closest thing you'll get to Six Flags without having to drive all the way up to fucking Gurnee, Illinois. It's a great little park.
Yeah.
I have many fond memories of going there. Very fun place, whether or not you're in your teens or 20s or you got kids. Great place to go. Number 9, the Region Cat Cafe. If you are into cats at all, if you like petting tiny little cute animals, and you enjoy coffee, it's such a quaint little place. It's right in Maryville, once again, near Route 30.
Yep.
A couple blocks off Route 30, US 30, for anyone curious. Very, very quaint, very fun. Number 8, Deep River Vintage Baseball. I have fantastic memories of going to that little park near Deep River. I think that's also Lake County. Lake County Parks and Rec puts on these shows of people playing like this 1910s style baseball. Of the rules are a little different from modern baseball. They don't wear mitts, but they put on a great show, and it's a fun season, and they're all wearing old-timey uniforms and everything. And there's a lot of history with that area, too, with the old watermill and all that.
Yes. Yeah.
A little gift shop nearby. Great time over there, if you're interested. Number 7, I wrote down the semi-annual Dive Bar Bus Tour.
Hey, how about that?
Super fun. It's there's a fellow podcast from the region called Tasty 219 that puts on said bus tour. Super fun because there are just a lot of like fun divey kind of bars around here that just have a lot of spirit to them.
That's right.
They're like, hey, we understand you're drinking, so we're just gonna rent a bus and you guys can go do your thing. Very fun. Number 6, the Gabus Arboretum. Once again, right off Route 30. This is a Purdue Northwest local university, Purdue. One of their affiliates, Purdue Northwest, has this just beautiful arboretum in the region. Number 5, Zao Island / Up Your Alley / Ziggy's Funland. There are several, like, quote-unquote family fun centers, but, I mean, shit, you could be a 30-year-old dude with your homies going out there
100%.
and have fun with it. Laser tag, they all have some form of fun, whether it's bowling.
Because you can sit out on a deck and have a beer and stuff,
yeah,
too.
I believe they all have bars.
Yep.
Laser tags or go-kart rides, arcades, bars. They all have food.
Batting cages.
Batting cages, yeah. Very fun. Number 4, brewery tours.
Ooh.
Northwest Indiana has a lot of fantastic breweries, all of which I believe have some associated restaurant or do brewery tours. You got like
Off Square.
Yeah, Off Square, 18th Street, Three Floyds, New Oberfalls, Shoreline.
Yeah.
The list goes on. There's a lot of great places up here.
Good call.
Number 3, I've got the Dunes National Park / the Dunes Pavilion. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I think the only reason it's not higher on my list is because of how soured I get due to the fact that the local industries pollute the lake and kind of befoul the scenery.
Yeah.
But it is beautiful nonetheless. And my number 2.
Ooh.
Popcorn Fest in Valparaiso, Indiana.
Let's go.
We put on a good show. As much as I clown on Valparaiso, ooh, it's a Vale of Paradise, that we put on a good show. Popcorn Fest is great.
Yeah, I agree. That's awesome.
Home of Orville Redenbacher.
Home of Orville Redenbacher.
You've seen the microwave popcorn. You know that shit tastes good. I wish they'd sponsor us.
We got to work on that.
We got to work on that.
All right, my top 10 through 2. Number 10, Beer Fest in Valparaiso. If you love beer, yes.
It's your place.
It's your place. Number 9, apple picking and apple donuts at County Line Orchard.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good day. Get yourself some good apples, and then the donuts are fire. Number 8, the European Market in Chesterton.
Damn, that's a good call, too.
Go up there, you get some food, you get some bread, you got all kinds of clothes, plants, vegetable, like everything you could imagine. Number 7, the Hard Rock Casino in Gary.
It is really nice.
It's a cool-looking casino, and they have good shows. We no longer have the Star Plaza Theater, so you got to go there if you catch a show.
Yeah, it is. It's convenient too. It's right off the highway.
Right off the highway.
Oh yeah,
it is convenient. That's a good point. Number 6, the Pride Pub Crawl in Crown Point.
Good call.
I went to that. I had so much fun.
I believe that's an annual event, right?
It is. Yeah. It is. Hopefully you're able to go to the next one. It was so much fun. Number 5, the Gary Railcats Baseball.
Damn, that's a good one. I missed that.
It is minor league baseball. It is downtown Gary. So there's not a lot to do around the park, but for the park itself, inside the park,
it's enough to do in
very
the park.
Cool. Yeah,
it's
very
right
cool.
off 12 and 20.
Yes, so that's pretty easy to get to as well. Yeah. Number 4, the Tasty 219 Dive Bar Bus Crawl.
Yeah, there we go.
Both had that one. It's great. If you're a fan of beer, if you're a fan of, quite frankly, supporting small business, because that's really what this is. It's just
true.
A lot of dive bars that, they're not your B-dubs or your Hooters. Right. They're these tiny little dive bars in these small towns.
Locally owned.
That probably normally get, 5 to 10 people a day, and they're sitting in there in their corner drinking their beer.
Right.
And a bus with 60 people shows up.
Yep. And we bring the party, baby.
We bring the party. We definitely bring the party. Number 3, Popcorn Fest in Valpo.
There it is.
We've been going to this since we moved to the region in 2004?
2004, 2005, yeah.
This is right there. So we've been going ever since, and Aiden marched in a couple, and we are the voice of Popcorn Fest.
Yeah, we've had our own booth out there a couple times.
Corner speaks to me.
Yes, the corner. We speak to the corner.
We do. I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
The Corner, a great track by Common, by the way.
Ooh, there you go. And number 2, the St. Patty's Pub Crawl in Crown Point is so much fun. Aiden met one of my friends, Gail, at 113. Is it 113?
113 North.
113 North.
Yeah,
and we had
lovely
a great
person.
She's great. She is so much fun. And so it's like there's that bar, Zombie,
Tavern,
Tony's,
Public,
and then the ramen place, Ramen District.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So they're usually part of it too, which doesn't make sense until you get hungry and you're like, oh, this ramen is fire. Yeah. It's kind of genius. It really is. But that Patty's Pub Crawl, I did that with a friend of mine, and we just had a great time.
That's awesome.
It was so great. And I will leave my number 1.
My number 1 is vague, but it's meaningful. A food tour of Valparaiso and Hammond and Crown Point, where you just go around and try different foods. We might be homers in saying this, but it is true that Chicago is the best food city in the United States of America.
Easily,
without question, undeniable. But fuck if we haven't done well in Northwest Indiana. We have Italian and French and Mexican cuisines. We've got specialty places. We've got Japanese and Chinese cuisine. We've so many unique places, unique locally owned, even unique chains to the area.
Yeah.
Where there's so much food to try. I mean, if you're visiting Chicago or you're driving through Indiana, like on your way to Chicago, take a day. Try a couple different spots. Like, there's so much to see in each of those downtowns. And I only mentioned 3 cities there, but there are a handful of excellent towns that have great food around here.
Oh, sure.
Portage has a couple good spots. There's just excellent food around here, and it's one of the things I've been blessed by, is not only having 2 excellent parents that cook great food, but also growing up my early years in Chicago and then growing up my later years here in Valparaiso, where I'm also still surrounded by good food.
Yes.
So I would implore anyone in the region or traveling through the region, take a little food tour.
I agree.
It's worth it.
I definitely agree with that. Just to throw a few out there, none of these sponsor us in any way, shape, or form. If you love Italian, there's a place in Valparaiso called Albano's. Nick is a fantastic chef. His Italian food is unbelievable. His short rib tortellini will blow you away. He's got a lavender cheesecake. The guy he's a whiz, and it's a small place. You probably gotta make a reservation. Keep that in mind. Right next door, Mediterranean food, La Mediterrana.
Yeah,
awesome food. I'm not a huge hummus guy. Their hummus is awesome.
That means a lot.
Hummus is awesome. So I would recommend those 2 off the top of my head. I could recommend pizza places, but I'm a pizza snob, so I won't.
Sure.
Although, quite frankly, if I recommend a pizza place, just a Chicago pizza place that's actually
that
in
have come
Valparaiso.
to further Chicagoland. Yeah.
So that would be.
We could recommend Lou Malnati's because they're around, but
correct.
That's not a Valparaiso.
Right.
That's not a Northwest Indiana thing.
Lou's is in Cherville, and I think it's Cherville.
Crown Point.
Right, and also Giordano's.
Giordano's
is in.
Gels is out here, but I don't know if that's a Chicago place. Just Osmos.
No, that's here. That's local. But it's not bad.
Good pizza nonetheless.
You could definitely check that out. The bait shop is local. That is definitely some high end stuff. You're gonna spend some money when you go there, but the food's excellent.
Yeah.
So yeah, we definitely have places that you should most definitely check out. Oh, I was thinking of the one bar. They often have a lot of really kind of cool small plate stuff that they circulate in and out all the time. They're upstairs. It's like a library.
A library?
Yeah. It's really close to Fluid Coffee Shop.
Oh, Stacks?
Stacks.
Yeah.
Stacks. They have a lot of really good food there. And quite frankly, if you like dive bars, hit up Frank's. Frank's food is low-key good. And they have a chef there that puts some specials on. And North Side for Detroit style pizza.
Yeah. Damn right.
So there you go. We get lots of, like you said, just make a little adventure.
Little food tour.
Yep. Yeah, Northwest Indiana holds their own for
and
sure.
And you could catch a brew on the way.
No doubt. My number 1 is the Indiana Dunes National Lakeshore. Really nothing like it. Finally became a National Lakeshore. The dunes
About damn time.
The dunes are pretty spectacular to see. And, if it's a little bit off season, you can kind of walk up and down the beach and stuff without a whole lot of people.
You can catch it in the spring and fall.
Yeah, almost definitely.
Yeah,
the fall it's beautiful. Going on hikes
gorgeous.
And stuff. So
watching the sunset there in the fall, it's only you and a couple people around.
Yep.
Go a cigar with you.
Yep.
Shit.
And just chilling. Yeah, it is. It's pretty spectacular. So yeah, that's my number 1. And if you live here in Northwest Indiana, and you're like, hey, you missed this, let us know. Hit us up in the socials.
Damn right.
And please like and subscribe and share and all that kind of good stuff. Anyway, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back with our beer review and the world of weird news. All right, we're back, everybody. We are in the home stretch. Time for our beer review and the world of weird news here on the Mark Moe Show. I'm your host, Mark Maloney, along with Aiden Maloney. And, because we love you.
We appreciate you.
And we appreciate you. We're not doing just one beer review today.
Oh, gosh.
We're doing 2.
Bwah, bwah, bwah. Air horns.
We're doing 2 for you today because we can.
Not only we can, but 2026 is tough. And we don't blame you if you're in the same boat.
We'll need extra beer.
Yeah.
We'll definitely need extra beer.
2026 needs more beer.
That's the motto. Yeah, that's 2026. Hold my beer and drink it, all of it.
Damn right.
All right. So what is our first beer today?
Our first beer today comes from Dewclaw Brewing Company, which is a regional brewery out of New Jersey, believe it or not.
Okay.
This is called Sweet Baby Fluffernutter.
Ooh.
It is a white stout at 6.2% ABV. As they claim, quote, from lunch hour to happy hour, creamy peanut butter and smooth marshmallow come together in a white stout to capture the nostalgia of classic fluffernutter without the crust. Fluff, yeah. Now we'll be the judge of that. We're using the Untapped app.
You should be on the radio.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's impressive. I really dug that.
Yeah, put a little like zing on the voice, and it's like, whoa, you might have a voice for radio.
Pretty great. I think the Fluffernutter people heard that. They're like, wow.
I've got a face for radio.
That's you and me both.
We'll be rating this on a scale from 0 to 5 on Untapped on our phones. Not sponsored, but recommended if you are a beer aficionado. And we'll give you tasting notes. Let us know your thoughts if you're trying it at home. And we'll let you know ours on this Sweet Baby Fluffernutter.
Yes.
A slancha to Mark Mo.
A slancha. There we go.
Man, that smells like peanut butter. That smells like roasty peanut butter.
Does. Tastes like it, too.
Oh, damn. That's, you know what?
Huh.
You know what? I disagree with the can.
I disagree with the can.
The marshmallow is not showing up for me.
Not very present.
I get roasty, malty, beautiful peanut taste in my mouth. There's no marshmallow. You could argue, if you were a connoisseur, you could argue a hint of vanilla. I get the hint of vanilla. It's not enough. It's not convincing.
Tastes like a peanut butter beer.
It tastes like a peanut butter beer. I'm not getting enough marshmallow to confirm or convince my taste buds that it's a fluffernutter. If you were to say this is a white stout peanut butter white stout, I hear you and I appreciate it.
Oh, sure.
But they lied to us. They lied about the marshmallow.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's all roasty. And by the way, the roasty notes are, I would say, appreciated.
Yeah.
I like a roasty peanut butter. I like a crunchy peanut butter. I like peanut butter, to be honest. This is not a fluffernutter.
Nope.
There's no marshmallow, whatever hint. It's like the LaCroix equivalent of vanilla, where it's like the essence of what might be considered
barely present.
Right. Yeah. That's just not enough.
I switched it around my palate a little bit to see if a different part of my tongue would pick it up, but it didn't.
No, that is in my opinion, a great peanut butter white stout. That is not a fluffernutter, marshmallowy, peanut buttery beer. Nope. I was lied. We were lied to.
Deceived.
We were deceived. I'm unsure on how to rank this because as a beer, I enjoy it. It's hitting flavor notes, roasty, peanut buttery that I enjoy. But we were lied to, and I don't like that.
No.
I don't like that. So, should this have been advertised as a peanut butter stout, I would like it.
Yes.
I'd probably be in the 3 range, 3.25, 3.5. But unfortunately, the Mark Mo Show was lied to on this one.
They were.
I'm taking it down a half point.
Okay.
I'm deducting a half point, and I'm going 2.75 out of 5.
Okay. I went with a 3.
You went with a 3? Totally fair. Totally fair.
We were pretty close. It's enjoyable. Definitely the peanut butter. Didn't really get a whole lot else.
Right.
My flavor profiles in the app here. and the Untapped app, peanut butter and malty. Like, those are two things that I really picked up.
Yeah, I got peanut butter, roasty, toasty, and I added vanilla. It's there, but it's really muted compared to everything else.
Yep, I would agree.
So that's a 2.75 and a 3 even, I believe you said.
Yeah, yep, that is what I said.
And that's coming from two people that like stouts.
That is correct.
So
we prefer stouts. So if it's a stout in my fridge and I have Guinness and I have Murphy's and I have some other stouts perhaps, this is probably not the first one I'm grabbing.
Right. And it's not that it's bad. We both ranked it above 2.5, 2.5 being the middle point.
Yep.
It's the fact it lies that bugs me.
Yeah. Like, not so much fluffernutter.
No. If you say peanut butter stout, I know what I'm expecting. This does not hit what was advertised to me.
No. And quite frankly, they probably should have just added some chocolate notes and called it like peanut butter cup stout.
That's genius.
I think that would have been a better play.
Oh, that would have been a great play. Because
for a stout,
roasty can affect both cocoa flavors and peanut butter flavors. So they
Yes.
could have kept the roasty and just put cocoa powder in it or something.
Correct. Yep, they could have done that.
Interessante. But we do have one more brewski for all the people out there.
Yeah, let's hit up that second one. All right, so yeah, I guess that brings us to our second beer then. And I will have you introduce that, dude.
Pastryarchy. By the way, this is also by Dewclaw Brewing out of New Jersey. Pastryarchy, I guess, is a line they make, which kind of a fun name. Pastryarchy Airplane Cookie is the name of the beer. It is an Imperial Brown Ale, 8.5%.
Ooh, all right.
Fairly high for a brewski, as they say. Thank you for choosing Dewclaw Airlines. This Imperial Brown Ale takes off with notes of warm cinnamon before a smooth landing with a rich toasty notes of biscuit, malt, and molasses. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy that sip. Which we'll be the judge of course.
That was such a Mountain Dew promo for this beer. I love that so much.
Mountain Dew promo.
I love that so much. That was
If
great.
you want to go snowboarding down Mount Everest, drink Mountain Dew first. Not sponsored.
See, I love that. I love that so much.
So, by the same standard, we will be ranking this on a scale from 1 to 5. Airplane Cookie. Now, when I... Sometimes Mark Mosho of the Mark Mosho brings the beers for us to try. Sometimes Aiden Maloney of Aiden Spelled the Right Way buys the beers for us to try. And this week I got these two for us because I'm like, fuck, it's been a tough week, we'll try two.
You're doing the Lord's work is what you're doing.
When I showed this can to Mark Mosho of the Mark Mosho, we both connected on the fact that airplane cookies, that molassesy, beautiful flavor that you get after such a shitty flight and the boarding process sucks. It's like, it's the little treat you get that's just like, God, that makes me feel so good.
Hell yeah.
And I hope this beer tastes so good.
I hope so too.
We'll give you our flavor notes, rank on a scale from 1 to 5. Another slancha.
Another slancha indeed. Let's eat some cookies.
Oh, that's full-bodied.
Okay.
That's full-bodied. I get molasses. I definitely get molasses. There's something in there. I've had brown ales before. There's something in there that's, I don't know if contrasting or conflicting. There's something within the brown ale that's deferring my palate away from the molasses cookie enjoyment. There's something in there.
I'm not sure.
It's molassesy and it's syrupy. It's not thick. I mean, it's a liquid, right? It comes out of a can.
Sure, yeah.
But it's syrupy and molassesy, and then there's some kind of slight. When I say slight, I mean slight, but it's enough to affect my palate. Slight, almost sour, tart kind of background of a brown ale that wouldn't have come through should this have been a stout or a porter.
True. I would agree with that.
Which is it's my one. I like it. I'll come back and I say I like it, but there's something about the brown ale that's like this. This should have been a stout or a porter.
Sure.
Where that tart, almost sour flavor is retracting points from what would have been a pleasant molasses cookie flavor.
I'll just be honest, because I've done a lot of flying in my years, and so I have consumed a lot of airline cookies, which Aiden and I were both saying, I know they're just shortbread, but they're so damn good for whatever reason.
They're molassesy, and it's perfect for being up in the air. Like, there's a reason people drink, like, tomato juice or Bloody Marys on airplanes. It's because shit tastes different when you're up in the air.
Yeah, I
Things
agree.
taste different.
Yep.
And this, I'm sorry, it might be the fact that we're only 800 feet above sea level, but this is not hitting like an airplane cookie.
No, to
me.
I appreciate that you said that, because I don't get a cookie in that beer at all. I don't. It's an ale.
Yeah, it's not malty or bready enough or molassesy enough.
No.
Like, even the cookies have like a hint of salt that's like, oh, my palate's like lighting up on all fronts. Where this is just like, you could have just said like, hey, this is a tasty brown ale. And I'd have been like, yeah, it's a tasty brown ale.
Right, because that's what I get out of it. It's a brown ale.
But it's another advertised lie. We were told airplane cookie.
We were told airplane cookie.
God damn it.
I'm not getting it.
I was so hype buying these.
Oh, I would have been too.
From stores with my job that I literally deliver to, and I walk in there afterwards. They're like, weren't you here delivering a couple hours ago? I'm like, yeah, but I got a job to do.
Yeah.
Where's your craft beer?
So sell me all the craft beer.
Yeah, exactly.
That you have.
We have tastings to do. And they're like, oh, well, we know about that. And I'm like, well, God bless if you guys didn't misadvertise this to me twice.
That's what they did.
And not only that, Dewclaw misadvertised to us twice.
Yes.
Which is bothersome. Not that I want to call out Dewclaw. I'm sure there's probably lovely people behind their company.
Sure.
And there's skilled brewmasters and everything. But I just... Both of these have not hit.
No, they didn't.
I was so hyped looking at the labels, and neither of them have hit.
Now, I flavor profile, I just said roasty. I don't know what else to give it. Some of the ones that they suggest are cinnamon. I didn't get that. Biscuit-y. I didn't get that.
No, not at all.
Sweet, not at all.
No.
Boozy. All beer's boozy. Some more than others, but
yeah.
But yeah, I just had roasty, and I will give my score. I gave it a 2.5.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I've had beers from Pastryarchy before, the line that Dewclaw provides, and they've been fantastic. But the caveat is they're not like brown ales or red ales. They're stouts.
Yes.
I've tried Pastryarchy stouts before, which was why I was excited to see what I saw.
Yeah.
This is the first, I believe, ale or brown ale I've tried from Pastryarchy. I'm not impressed.
Nope.
I gave it the flavor profile of molasses, roasty, and sour, and I gave it a 2.5. It's right down the middle for me. I would not... The money I spent on a 4-pack of these, I would not spend again on a 12-pack of these.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I wouldn't.
It's not it.
Nope. That's unfortunate, but as I said, is it terrible? No.
Right.
But is it as advertised? It's not.
Yeah, it's a no twice.
It's a no twice.
It's a no twice.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this Simon Cowell would not send you to Hollywood.
Yeah. It's a no from me.
It's a no from me. All right. That brings us to the world of weird news. And mine, a little international flavor to it. Dead Thai woman sent to crematorium wakes up in coffin.
What? Wait, have you heard the story of why they originally put bells on the toes of like carcasses?
No.
That's where the term dead ringer came from.
Oh, no way.
It's because if they moved and you heard like a ding-ling-a-ling,
you're like, oh,
they weren't actually dead.
They're not dead.
Right, that's where that came from. And that just reminded me of that fact of like, oh my God, dead ringer, she's the person.
Yep, she's her.
She's her.
She's her. Staff at What Rat Prakong Tham Temple.
Say again?
I could have stopped at What Rat.
What rat?
What Rat? They make milk.
Any person in a restaurant. What rat?
What Rat? Temple near Bangkok said they were alerted after they heard knocking from the inside of the coffin moments before the cremation.
Oh no!
Was due to stay. They almost set this woman on fire.
She's just like ding ding ding. Hello.
Hello.
I think I don't where I need to be.
Right, exactly. Why is it warm? The 65-year-old had been taken to What Rat Prakong Tham.
You can't keep saying that.
Hey, just because I can pronounce international words beautifully.
She was taken to what rat?
What Rat Prakong Tham.
Oh, come on.
It's whatever, man. Who gives a shit? Hey, Buddhist temple.
Jeez. A Buddhist temple. The people who are the most chill in all the world. And you're like, man, fuck them. What rat?
Fuck them people. Boss silence, I don't give a shit. The outskirts.
Peaceful people in all the world. You're like, man, what rat? Fuck them. This bitch almost died. Go on.
They need to be more careful, is all I'm saying.
Be careful with your wording. You might end up on the Mark Mo show.
A Buddhist temple on the outskirts of Bangkok after she appeared to stop breathing 2 days earlier. Her family had traveled hundreds of miles with her body in the coffin and were preparing her to be cremated.
Jesus Christ. Little did they know she was just like, God, I'm so
tired.
I'm so sleepy. Oh, God bless this sleep right here.
However, moments before the service began, a shocked temple manager, Prirat Sudthup, said he heard a faint knocking coming from inside the coffin. I was a bit surprised, so I asked them to open the coffin, and everyone was startled. No shit.
Yeah, hey.
I saw her opening her eyes slightly and knocking on the side of the coffin. She must have been knocking for quite some time.
That's devastating.
The cremation was due to be live streamed by the temple.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you can have your peaceful people.
These fucking Buddhists.
I'm telling you, man. Fuck those guys. Thyrath, the nation's best-selling newspaper, named the woman in question as, oh, fuck you guys, Shanthrarat Sakaluku.
That's the Midwestern pronunciation for you.
Yeah, whatever. And said she was brought in by her brother, Mongkol Sakaluku.
A good friend
What's
and brother.
What's wrong with a good name like Steven? The brothers...
What's wrong with a good name like a Mongkol?
Fair enough. The brother said, besides, he's only Steven when it is concerned with my warranty.
He only put
car.
his live sister's body in a coffin. It's right. Mongkol.
Hey, Mongkol makes mistakes sometimes.
The Mongkols are guilty for Genghis Khan, right?
Oh, for sure. Oh, Lord.
Sorry.
The brother said she had been bedridden for about 2 years before her health deteriorated further and she became unresponsive, appearing to have stopped breathing, according to Mr. Sudthup. So the brother placed her in a coffin and drove her 300... Did you get doctor's advice or just throw her ass in the coffin?
Jesus.
So the brother placed her in a coffin, drove her 300 miles from their home in... Oh, fuck. Phitsanulok province in the north of the country to the capital Bangkok. I can read that one. The Bangkok...
in America, we know Bangkok.
We know Bangkok. We're familiar with that. The Bangkok Post. That's just funny. That's just
6'7",
funny,
right?
It's shut up.
Bangkok is the 6'7" of millennials.
It really
I guess.
is. It really is. Reported that the woman's brother had been told by local officials that his sister had died.
That's a shitty local official, then.
That's a shitty local official. The woman. I mean, what do you do? Like walk up and say like, "Hey, slap, slap, hey." Nah, she's dead.
Nah, she's dead.
She's
I think
dead.
she stopped breathing. I'll take your word for it.
Okay, yeah. Okay, sounds good to me.
Heard.
Let's set her on fire for the world to see.
Let's live stream it.
Oh my god.
Think about the views.
Think about the views. Click like.
Click like on this live woman burning.
The woman had wished to donate her organs to. Well, how the hell is she going to donate if set them on fire?
That's a fair point.
Because they were literally going to toss her ass in, were they not?
In the fire.
They didn't take her organs
The
out.
cremation place,
I
right?
question this. The woman had wished to donate her organs to a hospital in the Thai capital, but her brother was turned away as he did not have the relevant paperwork.
So she couldn't donate the organs
Instead,
in Bangkok.
Instead, he went to the temple, which offers a free cremation service.
Wow, must be nice.
Oh yeah, that's bottom of the barrel. After
I couldn't even cremate myself for free. I'd be like, just put me in a bonfire. They'd be like, yeah, it's $10,000.
Oh yeah, right. After the woman was discovered alive, she was assessed and sent to Bang Yai Hospital in Thairoth. Thairoth reported, where she was treated for hypoglycemia before being released back to her brother.
Jesus Christ! You should have taken her to the hospital first. She's like, oh no. It's like, mayhaps she stopped breathing. Oh, she must be dead. Let's burn her.
It's
like, yo, and you released her back to the person that wanted to burn her without confirming?
That wanted to burn her.
Oh, God.
God, could you imagine? She'd have been like, hot.
That's too warm, bro.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
What's up, brother, please?
She had hypoglycemia, man. We had to set her on fire. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
It's one of the better ones we've had.
Oh man. Hopefully she has recovered well and is stable.
No doubt.
And
man.
keep her away from that brother that was just like,
that dude.
You know what? Burn her.
Right?
You want to take any vitals or anything? No.
Nah.
Just burn her. Right now. Just burn her.
Just burn her. Set her on fire.
Jesus. Okay, I've got a story.
Yes, sir.
This one comes out of the beautiful country of Germany.
Ooh, okay.
50 sheep escape shepherd. Walk into grocery store. That's your headline.
I love it.
January 9th. Very recent story. A flock of about 50 sheep escaped from their owner while being herded and took a shopping trip to a nearby supermarket in Germany.
Oh my God.
A video taken at the Penny supermarket in Bergson shows dozens of sheep flocking into the store through the front doors, causing chaos inside the store. Quote, leaving a trail of destruction and poop in their wake.
Oh no.
Local police confirmed the incident. Shepherd Dieter Mickler said the sheep had been broken away from a larger flock he had been herding through the area en route to the Sin River. Mickler said the sheep had apparently been distracted by acorns on the ground. Distracted by the acorns on the ground in the store's parking lot, and then went inside in search for more of snacks.
Oh my God.
He said the sheep were apparently safely reunited with the rest of the flock. Quote from Mickler: When I arrived, they were already out of the store and they're back with the flock. He told to the Main Post newspaper.
Wow.
And yet the poop and the destruction remained. End story.
Wow, what a great way to finish up. What a great way to finish up. The sheep just walking in. Yeah, what aisle's your kaopectate?
Yeah.
Where can I get that?
Hey, y'all got acorns, right?
You got acorns, yeah? We're looking for those.
It's like 20 of the sheep broke off of the herd, and they're like, hey, y'all see these acorns too, right? I'm not crazy. Come on.
And the one sheep racked with anxiety is like, have you seen our shepherd?
Like, please, guys, come on, let's go back. It's like, brother, have you eaten good?
Have you eaten good? Oh, these acorns. Oh, my God, that is so funny.
Went inside the store like, y'all gotta have more, right?
Oh, my God. Well, that wraps up the show this week. What a way to finish up. Very chaotic roller coaster type show. This is the Mark Mo Show. You can find us on all podcast platforms as well as YouTube. In addition to Aiden spelled the right way for his gaming, and the A and M, correct? A&M gaming for our collab. So check that out. We're gonna have some
chug down this good content.
We'll get some new stuff for you going next week, and that's about it. I hope you guys have a great week. Aiden, anything to say?
Bye.
See ya.